And now for the middleweight title. Scheduled for 5 3-minute rounds. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. He comes to us representing Karasu Tengu Academy. With a record of 4 wins and 4 losses, fighting out of Nashua, New Hampshire. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to Joe Peters. And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. He comes to us representing First Class MMA in the Choi Tai Institute. With a record of 4 wins and no losses. Fighting out of Tops of Maine. And still the reigning NEF Amateur Middleweight Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to Brett Mad Eye Martin!
Well, we'll get this fight underway. Should be an exciting one. Martin, the champion, undefeated, 4-0. So this will be fought at middleweight 185.
And we got round 1 underway for this middleweight title fight.
Again, Martin can defend the title. Peters cannot win it because he missed weight. But you wonder how bright the future can be for Martin and for Peters as well. 4-4, a lot of experience in the amateur ranks. Martin with that record you love to see. Getting to the clinch, Martin with his back against the cage.
Nice knee to the body there, back and forth little knees.
Martin, a fighting family too. He and his fiance, not a loss between them. His fiance, Alicia Parker, 2-0 as an amateur. 4-0 is Martin here. He'd love to bring that championship belt
nice
back.
Body kick. Joe Peters pressing the...
Martin also, Division III lacrosse player. Fiance also was a Hall of Fame Husson Sports cross-country runner. So got a lot of athletes here fighting out of First Class MMA and John Rayo. Hoping to have a very good
title, the vacant title at NEF 54 in September of 2023 when he defeated Lee McHugh by a decision.
Nice knee to the midsection here. 5-round fight. I talked with both these guys yesterday too. They both want it to go a little bit longer than 1 round, but they both think that there's going to be a finish in this one. The cardio for both these guys should be able to last through these 5 rounds, but they both have the ability to finish it when all is said and done. Peters wearing the back of Martin. They're just in front of us.
Big hammer fist by Martin.
Right into the lower back.
Yeah, Peters looking to take him down to the mat. Big slam!
Martin landed in a good spot, though. It looked like that could have been a lot worse if he went to go brace himself. That's what happens when you're a veteran in the cage like Martin is. Martin trying not to give up his back, though he might be in danger of it right now. Trying to get back to his feet. Peters doing a good job. He will oblige. Now a chance for the choke.
In on the single leg. Oh, watch the guillotine. Watch the guillotine.
He's able to go away from that. And the bell will sound, and that's the end of round number 1. So good back and forth action. But Giuliano, how would you score that first round of this middleweight bat?
Pretty back and forth. You know, Brett took it to the floor. Joe took it to the floor. Brett got up. They seem pretty even right now. Joe Peters has a total of 8 fights under his name, so that's definitely a lot more experience than Brett.
See him in there in the corner. Number 13th ranked amateur middleweight in all of New England, too. Brett Mad Eye Martin, number 2 ranked in New England. And you wonder if the pros are going to be calling for either of these two gentlemen in the near future. For Martin, he just wants fights. He had so many fights fall through here the last year. He just wanted to get into this cage again. He wanted to defend his title and finally got Peters to oblige.
And here we go. We got round 2. Coming out swinging. Nice kick by Brett. Right to the body.
I love that teep kick, too, just to get a little space. Nice knee right up to the chest.
Whoa.
Martin just looks more imposing, too, just the build.
Big, yeah.
You think about 185, too. He looks like a 185er that's been able to gain a lot of weight back from yesterday morning. It's actually 0.8 of a pound lighter than the championship weight of 185. Peters, though, is tough. This fight started to slow down just a tiny bit after the frenetic pace in the first 30 seconds.
Knees, little sharp little knees to the body. Brett has Joe in the little plum clinch here. Another little knee there from Brett. As they trade back and forth.
Two decision victories for Martin, 2 knockouts as well. Very similar of the 4 victories here for Peters as well. 1 decision victory, it was a unanimous decision win. 2 knockouts and 1 submission. The 3 times of the 4, though, that Peters has lost has been via decision.
Brett's doing a very good job at utilizing his body kicks. Front, side kicks, another kick right there.
Over halfway gone in round number 2 of this scheduled 5-round fight.
Another kick to the body by Brett.
Fans almost like cautiously awaiting, like that. We were talking about it earlier. It just feels like there's going to be something like a haymaker, a cross, maybe a hook that might drop one of these two.
Oh.
That was a quick one there, too.
Nice knees. Oh. Joe looking for that single again.
Mentioning it earlier, too, Martin's nickname is Mad Eye because he did have a cut on his eye before. It's the one over his left eye, which was just hit by Peters, too. Don't see any blood coming from it yet, but you imagine there's scar tissue there.
In under the legs. Brings him to the floor, scores 1 takedown for Joe Peters in round number 2 with 15 to go.
And that's probably where Peters is going to reside. But if you're a judge that likes takedowns and slams, you probably have Peters up 20-18 right now. Of course, this is a 5-round fight. Peters cannot win the championship. Martin can defend it, however. As 3 more fights after this one wraps up. We'll be heading to the professional ranks after this. Again, thank you so much for making us part of your Saturday night down here in Portland at Aura. 12th time that we have been at Aura in New England Fights history, and the 16th time in Portland. We'll be back in Bangor November 9th. New England Fights 60 open season, and there's sure to be some great fights. Already heard about the Christian Turner Bruce Boyington fight. It should be an absolute bout.
Banger.
It'll be a banger. It'll be one for the ages. Get so much respect between Peters and Martin. Good punches
Nice
the midsection.
Trade. Little going back and forth. We're starting to loosen up here with the punches.
Mentioned earlier, though, but Martin definitely thinks he can go deep into this fight. Willing and able to go 5 rounds or more, even though it's been a year since he's fought.
Joe Peters looking to take it to the floor once again. Brett pushing on the head of Joe. Great work there. Peters picking him up again, brings him right down to the mat.
Not as emphatic as the other two, but still effective nonetheless. Peters just trying. Little scramble, and now Brett Martin back to his feet again. Was in a decent position. Now looking for a single leg of his own. Couple of punches raining down here from Martin. Good position. Maybe he goes for a submission as Peters gets back to his feet.
Oh, nice knee.
Dancing back and forth between Martin and Peters. New England Fights 59. Here tonight, we appreciate you joining us. Flashpoint on CombatSportsNow.com. So many legends in the building here today. As we mentioned, Bruce Boyington, joined by Jerry Muse and Killicam Arnold on the broadcast as well. Shout out to Nick Gulliver, who was watching at home as well. Former New England Fights amateur heavyweight champion.
Joe Peters still in on those singles. Really looking to take Brett to the floor.
And another one.
Yep, and Brett in on his own leg. Pops right back up. Let's see if he can take Joe to the floor.
Under 10 seconds left in round 3. It hasn't been dominating by either fighter, but still, if you're looking at it, Peters has done a good job and probably up at least 2 rounds to 1, if not 3. Depending on how you would officially score this as a judge. Takedowns aplenty here, though not really capitalizing on those takedowns has been Joe Peters.
No, it seems like he takes him down, but Brett's able to pop right back up.
Four and 4, looking for his 5th victory as Peters. Martin never lost so far, 4-0. As we head into what they refer to as the championship rounds. Martin, a 3-sport athlete back in high school, lacrosse, basketball, and soccer. He then played collegiate lacrosse at Husson University in Bangor. A very heavy right, just missing the chin of Peters by Martin.
As body kicks there by Brett once again. I'd like to see Brett throw more than just the kick, follow up with something after.
He's got a little bit of a size advantage, too. He's got the leg reach.
He looks like maybe the bigger fighter, too.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just his back. He looks like a big dude.
You wonder if Martin, too, after the year-long layoff, wants some more cage time. So he's happy just to be able to be in there and actually log some more minutes. He's got the braids in his hair today, too. Says his fiance did not like the longer hair that he's been growing up for the last 2 years, but if he wins, he might be able to keep it for another couple of weeks. Left just missing.
Stabbing kick to the body.
Little hook lancing off the right ear there, Martin by Peters.
Still feels like one of them was waiting for the other to do something. Peters with that double leg. Brett pops him right back up.
Good defense there by Martin. A quick kick. Looked like it might have stumbled Peters there. That big, strong right kick to the thigh.
Another kick to the body.
Martin, more of the fan favorite, but Peters definitely has his supporters in attendance too. Fairly even fight. No one really standing out, though. Peters a little bit more active with the takedowns.
Oh, just missed that head kick. And on the double leg, on the legs once again is Joe Peters. Has him Brett up against the cage with a 10-second bell here.
Martin trying to stay on his 2 feet again. It looks like he is going to survive, avoiding the takedown that time. So we go to the 5th and final round. And it still could be anyone's contest. It really depends on how the judges score it. That's why they always say don't leave it into the judges' hands. Already seen one split decision win. Hassan El-Sadi picked that one up. Zex Javion, I think, was a little disappointed in the outcome of that one, but if you want to leave no doubt, don't leave any doubt.
Yeah, let's see what they have going into round number 5.
See the split corner there. Chain Institute, first class. Martin, a guy who's been training all over the state of Maine. Again, Martin can't lose his championship, but might not be able to defend it here today.
And here we go. We got round number 5, the final round. We got 3 minutes for this middleweight title fight.
Martin trying to keep that O in the loss column. Peters trying to move above 500, a 4-4 record. And shoots for the takedown, but again, right there is Brett Martin again, wrenching on the left arm. So you can see the sweat just pour off.
Just nailed him.
Just missing with that left kick. Some feints, good head
kinda
movement.
clipped him there with that lead left.
Now you're seeing the gas tank really be emptied here. Still 2 minutes left, but Martin's starting to feel, and it's almost like the rope-a-dope from Muhammad Ali. Just taking it for a little bit, and now he's going to start to unleash it.
Joe really, I feel like Joe's game plan was definitely to take it to the floor. Still in on those legs. Brett doing a great job at defending, brings it right back up to the feet, has Joe up against the cage.
These are two guys who really just appreciate each other. Trained with one another at one point in their careers. And now doing it for real here in the cage.
90 seconds to go in round number 5.
Good combo there, but not as impactful for Martin. As now the fatigue is starting to wear in as we get closer to the 15-minute mark.
Double legs for Joe once again.
And another slam to the mat. Less than 60 seconds in this one, left to go. And you wonder if this is the position that Joe Peters wants to be in. On top, the visualization for the judges, or can Martin push him off and land some flurry before the end of this one? Less than 30 seconds left in this.
Final 20 seconds here to go for round number 5.
Fans try to get some vocal here. The Martin supporters along with the Peters supporters. 10 seconds remaining. Choke attempt here being thrown from Joe, but not as impactful enough. And that will end this 5 rounds. Good news for Martin. He was able to get a fight after a year absence. And he was able to go the distance.
After that year.
Yep.
Plenty cage time earned. Great fight between the two of them. I feel like this was definitely a very even fight.
And you wonder who it's going to go to. We've had one split decision already. In terms of the takedowns, Peters definitely winning that category, so. The support, though, very much there from Martin, as you can hear the fans cheering him on. Both guys incredibly nice individuals, too. As you can see there, showing up the Hassan football jersey. A lot of respect there between those two. Final amateur fight here. We have 3 left to go after we get to the judges' scorecards in this one.
Professional fights up next.
Getting the last bit before we get to find out who is the winner in this one. Been a great night of fights. Again, we'll be back with you in November. New England Fight 60 open season Cross Insurance Center in Bangor. Tickets will be on sale at Ticketmaster. And they're going fast already. All right, we'll send it to Tom LeClaire for the official announcement of this one.
And for your winner, for the middleweight championship, by unanimous decision, out of the red corner, it's still your middleweight champion, Brett Mad Eye Martin.
Brett Martin winning the championship. We'll hear from him in just a moment with Mike Murray. Another hard-fought victory. 3rd decision victory for him. 5-0 now in the amateur ranks. Middleweight champion. Taking some photos here, and then our Mike Murray, former New England Fights amateur champion in his own right, will be talking with Mr. Martin. Talk about a fighting family, though. Now continue to be undefeated between him and his fiance.
5-0 for Brett Martin. Yeah.
And Alicia Palmer, 2-0, so pretty impressive.
Here with the winner and the reigning, defending NEF 185-pound champion, Brett Martin. Brother, that was a strategic, calculated win there. Talk us through some of those rounds there. He took you down early. Seemed like you collected a lot of data and you started learning from that, and you improved on those takedown defenses. Talk us through all that.
Honestly, Joe really was way stronger than I anticipated. Someone who gets down to 170. You know, whoever's fought him at 170 and got advantage of him, good on you. That guy's a bull, man. I can stuff most takedowns on the cage in the gym. Where he was positioned, I was like, oh, this is going to be cake. I'm going to have this. And he somehow would find a way to lock those hands together and get me down. And so I'm blessed that this is a 5-rounder. Got to collect that data. But it's also something I need to act a little bit faster on if I'm going to be moving up. Need to make quicker decisions in order to get up from that. So,
yes, sir. You spoke about moving up. Is this your last amateur fight? Are you planning on going pro, defending the belt more? What's in your mind right now?
I just want challenge fights. I'm really blessed that Joe stepped up and gave me this fight. Like, dude, he ate a couple head kicks in there, and I'm just like, dude, what? Am I going to have to hit this guy? I was like, I'm going to give me a bat in between the rounds so I can take it to him. But, you know, he actually broke 2 of my ribs in the last round there. It was a big, like, he had obviously great top pressure, but part of the reason I was laying a little flat there is I was like, man, if he moves just right and it shifts more, I might have to just, you know, tap due to pain because of those puncturing through. But, you know, I just want challenge fights. I want, whether it's amateur, pro, I just want people who are going to push me and make me better. I'm in here to be a better person and athlete. That's all it's about. So,
absolutely, brother. Thank you and congratulations on that win, brother. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Brett Mad Eye Martin.